Exactly, yes, yes.
Okay, all right, cool. Thank you, Chairman. I yield my time. Chairwoman.
Thank you. The chair now recognizes the gentleman from Texas, Mr. Sessions.
Madam Chairman, thank you very much. Dr. Welcome, this is an issue that will not go away, has not gone away. I remember meeting with one of your former colleagues, General Barry McCaffrey, on this same issue. My staff, a day or two ago, called what I believe is your staff and asked a simple question, and that was, do you ever say it's illegal in your advertising? Do you ever say that this is detrimental to your health? I don't know if you know what they told us, but I know what that answer was. Do you know what it was?
Congressman, if you're asking, we say about illegal drugs that they're illegal, so yes, we do. But I don't know what form and where are you asking that we do say that?
To people who live in the United States, at least. The answer that we were given, that I was told, was, well, we don't control the message. That just is given out to someone else. They control the message on drug policy. We don't at ONDCP. And I was perhaps not surprised, but stunned that that would be the answer. That ONDCP outsources their message completely to someone else. I'm also stunned today that, in my opinion, and thank you for being here, that this administration is blaming other countries for our drug problems. I've heard you mention, in the little bit of time I've been here, China about 14 times. I've heard you blame other people. You remind me of a firefighter who's shown up when arson has already taken place. You show me the viewpoint that you want to shift the blame. Well, that's an old story. That's an old story that came back that we had in the 80s and 90s when we effectively dealt with this issue. It does move somewhere else. It moved to the Keys from the Florida Keys. It moved to high-speed cigarette boats. Different time, different era, but when there's effective law enforcement, you force criminal organizations, drug cartels, to do something different. Next line of questioning, please, Dr. Gupta. Have you ever seen the series that's called Drugs, Inc., that is on National Geographic?
I probably have.
Well, if you had, you would know, because it's in its at least 7th or 8th year. I encourage you, and if you can't get it, I will get you all the years. When they string them together, they tell the story because they look at the drug cartels and the people who are pushing these products over the years, and then they show what the response is from the federal government. Is it a cat and mouse game? Yes, it is. Is it one where the drug cartels knew that they had to be very smart and do a number of things to evade getting arrested, going to jail, finding out where the method of operation was, and the United States catching on? That's how we caught on to submarines. That's how we caught on to tunnels. That's how we caught on to things, because we forced them, meaning drug cartels and criminals, to do different things. In my opinion, this administration and the Democratic Party is openly allowing this open border policy that is contributing to the hundreds of thousands of people that die over the years. You've referenced 100,000 a year for a long period of time. That is almost equal to or larger than the number of people we lost in World War II and any other war since. And yet this administration allows them full access to our United States border, full access for drug cartels to where they can put their marketing organizations. And I know you talked about HIDAs. The HIDAs are seeing this too. They're putting their marketing organization now, instead of in the big cities, they're in the next 2-tier cities down to where they have people in place who are called illegal aliens who've come to this country illegal, been given the free pass to move somewhere, and they just become part of the marketing organization. And the DEA knows that, and the head of ONDCP should. So my recommendation to you is that I think that you should go back and relook at and constitute yourself to where you're aware of these problems. And Drugs, Inc., over the last 7 to 10 years, offers you, and it might be a good time over the month of August that you invest some time to look at this, and you'll see how the drug trade and how the fight by this government takes place. One last question.
The gentleman.
When was the last time that you met face-to-face with the President of the United States to give him the facts of the case that you have to us today?
Thank you, Congressman. I just tell you, first of all, please, that we do control our own message. I'd be happy to talk to you about that.
Well, hopefully your staff will
The
learn
gentleman
that,
may
and I'll
answer
be
the question,
glad to
but the
take that.
gentleman's
I'll be
time
glad
has
to
expired.
take that in writing.
And as far as the process of the drug trafficking cartel, we're very engaged in working with our 19 drug control agency, including DEA, to manage a whole of government response, and they do not have full access. The cartels do. I just spoke to the president this week, and he has my cell phone number. And we talked about this, how level of high importance he places on this issue, and he's fully committed to it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
The gentleman's time has expired. The chair now recognizes the gentlewoman from Puerto Rico, Mrs. Gonzalez-Colon.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you for Chairman Comer. I appreciate the opportunity to join